السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. خير الكلام كلام الله وخير الهدى هدى محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. وشر الأمور محدثتها كل محدثة بدعة كل بدعة ضلالة كل ضلالة في النار. Amma Abad. Very quickly, we will apologize for this delay because of the Maghrib time when I finished and coming out and everything. But from next time, it will be all inclusive, inshallah. Jazakumullah for your patience. And inshallah, we'll quick fire because angels is not that elaborate in the sense we need 2 lessons or something about attributes of Allah and everything. So it'll be very, very interesting session, which starts with a question for everyone. Why the sun on the morning of Laylatul Qadr is dim? When the sun rises, normally when you look at it, it's bright, like you can't look. On the night of Laylatul Qadr, the following morning, one of the signs of Laylatul Qadr is you see the full disk of the sun and no rays. Just like almost in the sunset, you would see the full disk. And that sunrise, you see the full disk. Why is that? Clue, today's topic. Yes? What is the Surah Al-Qadr? Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. Laylatil qadri khayrun min shahr. شهر, yeah. تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها. Until Fajr, scores of angels they descend. And angels are made of light. So many angels, it kind of masks the brightness of the sun. So you can see the sun through because of the angels are so much in the horizon and the sky is filled up. And we see the sun in its full circle. Min alfi shahr. I was rushing up, it got twisted on my tongue. So that's our starter in terms of we're going to talk about these angels who are witnesses of so many amazing stuff. And inshallah, Emaan in angels is, it's pillar of our Emaan. And if somebody does not believe in angels, obviously, it constitutes kufr. Now, what is the concept of angel in the people of the book or from the people who are from non-Muslim background? Anybody knows? What's their aqidah in angels? Okay. They are created beings. They do believe that. Some of them consider a'udhu billah daughters of God. Yeah. So which is definitely major shirk. Fallen angel is coming to the fallen angels means have done something wrong. Yeah. What is the proof from our Quran that Iblis is not angel? He is from the jinn. Kana min al jinni fafasaqa an amri rabbi. He's done fusuq with the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Did not do the sajda. This is in Surah Al-Kahf. Friday's Surah Al-Kahf. I hope we have recited inshallah. So, the angels in the Abrahamic religions before Islam, they're spiritual beings. They believe they're superior to human, which is fundamentally contradicts our belief. So it's also good to know living in a country where their beliefs are like this so that we can teach our young generation and everybody know they are not superior to humans. And they also believe they're not, not infallible. That's what they believe. And sometimes they fight as well, goods and evils, and God has to make up between them. This is taken from the encyclopedia, and they have like angelology type of a book as well, where the whole thing is described as I've just taken. Benevolent, we believe that, and they have wisdom, they have knowledge of earthly events, but not infallible. But obviously, they do not do mistakes because they only follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's commands. That's their belief. But what we want to do, that we believe in angels, and it obviously, there is a reason why it's a pillar of our Emaan. Yeah. First, one of the most fundamental principle of our Emaan is believing in unseen. It's a matter of ghaib, isn't it? Unless angel has been sent to specific individuals and the prophets, we don't see angels. And I firmly believe, and may Allah accept our gathering, there are angels surrounding this gathering. Because this hadith says, and there is dhikr of Allah, His deen, and His greatness is being mentioned. And when we're talking about creation of angel, this is greatness of Allah. When we're talking about Tawheed and Arkanul Iman, this is about the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He has legislated it. Angels surround the gathering, yeah, not the who gatherings, yeah. So knowing the might and the strength of Allah is also expressed in this belief. If we know about angels, it also tells us that how awesome Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, how magnificent are His creations and everything. And we also have to thank, when we know about their tasks, we will be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And last of all, this will increase our love towards angels. We talk about loving Allah and His Messenger. Very few people touch on the point. We should be loving angels as well. Yeah, it's part of a believer's trait, inshallah. So these are the benefits of learning about angels, and it has three main strands that we need to go through. So it's about 12, 15 minutes each section. Well, let's try to do that. In general sense, we need to know about angels and the specific ones which is mentioned by name. That's one. That Allah created angels, and who are they? Their descriptions and attributes. What are they? And their tasks. That is the khulasa, that is the whole lesson in terms of knowing about angels. In general, says in Surah Al-Anbiya, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that Allah has created angels to obey Him, and they give sole precedence to His words. They do not disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They follow the hukum of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is declaring that I have created angels in Surah Al-Anbiya. So that's our general asl of belief, that Allah created angels. It's a creation. But in specific sense, let's take some names of angels. And my brother, give me a name of angel. You should start from the rarest to the easiest. Jibreel alayhi salatu salam. Mashallah, yes, my brother. Mikael. We're just going easy ones first, yeah? Raihan. We'll come to that. Munkar Nakir, what do they do? Angels in the grave. That's their place where we will meet them, and may Allah make our manzil easy. But we'll come to the tasks. Another name or set of names? Malik. Malik is a specific angel. He is one of the most fearsome angels that Allah has created. Yes, my young brother. Israfil is another angel, mashallah, brother. Angel in name. You were counting on Israfil, now it's gone. Counting on Israfil, now he's gone. Mikael is gone. Magic is in the wind. Harut and Marut, yeah. Okay, so there are specific angels by name. It has come in the authentic text, and we have to believe that. Not just believing in angels in general, we have to believe the specific angels with the descriptions and the tasks that they have come. One of the angel that, like Jibreel alayhi salam, we will not meet. It's kind of, we can't guarantee anything, but definitely we will not meet because it's specific. But there's an angel that we will definitely meet and we have missed him. Malakul Maut. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the meeting upon Emaan with Malakul Maut in his convoy, inshallah. So angels are created from light. We already touched on that. Angels are created from light. And that hadith has an interesting addition to it. Aisha radiallahu anha, our mother, said that the Prophet ﷺ said the angels are created from the light and the jinn were created from, there's a bit more specific, smokeless part of the fire. And Adam alayhi salam was created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from clay. So these are the three kind of main strands of creation in terms of worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and obeying the ahkamat and everything and following his commandments, risala and everything's linked to these three. Jinn also the jinnat supposed to follow the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam for the man and jinn kind, and very few, but there are believers from the jinn. Description. So in general sense, their creation, and we just talked about there's some specific names and specific tasks will come linked to those specific angels and many more. But their description, one of the most important attribute of angels, they are extremely powerful in terms of strength. Extremely powerful. Can anyone get a story or the hadith which tells us they are extremely powerful? Mm-hmm.
The man who was in the town and he was worshiping Allah, but the people around him, they were being disobedient of Allah. So it was ordered that this town be destroyed. And then the angel said, but there's a man here who worships you. But he's like, no, this man has screwed himself off. He's not helped other people, so start with him first. And they took the entire town and up and smashed it back down. You could hear the angels in the first heaven or something. You could hear the dogs barking.
So if we refine that, that's correct in the sense of the general kind of description of the power. Yeah, that specific is to Jibreel alayhi salam as well. So he put in his wings the whole town from left to wing or the right wing to the left. And other angels heard the dogs barking and everything. And then as if nothing left, it's like gone. Yeah. The other description is also, Jazakallah khair, is correct. The Qawm Thamud was destroyed by the angels. And how they were destroyed? Anybody? Thamud. The shriek. Jibreel alayhi salam just made a huge cry in terms of noise, and they just turned into straw. So basically the sound wave just shattered and dehydrated. If I put science together, everything, and it just became freckled straws. Jibreel alayhi salam's cry. In Surah Qamar it's mentioned. And obviously we also know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's arsh is carried by 4 angels who are holding the arsh, and there will be another 4. 8 of them will carry it in the day of judgment and bring it. They're magnificent. Arsh is the greatest in terms of the size of the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And angels holding the arsh is definitely very, very strong and powerful. And we also have the story, even the queen, Queen of Sheba, they brought the whole throne and everything with the blink of an eye in front. It needs power to carry this kind of thing. Obviously, this also links, they're huge, like we just talked about the arsh. And so there are angels which are magnificently huge, and it's hundreds of years of distance by horse between the earlobe, and the description came between the earlobe and their shoulder blade is hundreds of years of ride. Hundreds, 100 or 500, I can't recall. I couldn't locate that. But if that is the distance, imagine the size of the angel themselves, the whole size. It's massive in size. They are very beautiful creation. Very, very beautiful creation. But obviously, there are angels who are very, very scary. Who can tell me the color described? And the question is Munkar Nakir, what is it? It means navy or dark blue, so scary that, obviously, this is actually after meeting Malakul Maut. Yeah. So generally, believers with, mashallah, may Allah accept us, that with the arkanul iman thabit strong in our hearts, seeing these angels will not be scared, because we know this is what we are wanted to come and just meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and just be relaxed and wait for Jannah and like that. But the ones who has no clue about Allah and His Messenger and all these elements, there's nowhere to hide and they will be extremely scared. That itself is a punishment. The scare and the terror itself is a punishment. They are honorable because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Quran that they are honorable slaves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that's in Surah Al-Anbiya. Very, very honorable. Yeah. Uthman radiallahu was mentioned in a hadith where one of the very nice attribute of angels was mentioned. My brother at the back. Yeah. So any recall which hadith or what's the incident? Uthman radiallahu anhu came in a description, and one of his attributes was mentioned when one of these attributes of angels came up in description. Uthman radiallahu anhu. He's known for this. Apart from his wealth and being rich, there's another attribute, his personal characteristic, not his wealth. You can consult. H in Arabic, that's a new one. So ha in Arabic and S in mashallah. They are shy. Angels are shy. So Uthman radiallahu anhu, anybody knows that little story very quickly? Because just saying angels are shy, but when we compound it with the stories, it again takes root, mashallah. Who knows the story where Prophet ﷺ said, should I not be shy of the one, this is the end of the hadith, who angels are shy from? So angels are shy, and they feel shy when they see Uthman radiallahu anhu. What was the incident? Mm-hmm.
Was Prophet ﷺ, his thigh was uncovered, and Uthman radiallahu anhu, he was about to enter, and then he got himself up and covered his thigh.
Okay. So he's actually last week we did the Riyadus Salihin, the studies where Salman radiallahu anhu went out and then followed Prophet Sallallahu, and he was sitting by the well, exposing his shanks and the knee. Thigh, I need to confirm, knee, which is not part of aura, but knee was exposed. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu came, sat on the right and did the same. Put up the izar or whatever he was wearing. Umar radiallahu anhu came, sat on left. Uthman radiallahu anhu came and sat opposite to the well. When he was coming, he covered his knees and the shanks. He says, you didn't do it with Umar and Abu Bakr, but shall I not be shy from the one who angels are shy from? Radiallahu anhum ajma'in. They have knowledge, and they have knowledge which is given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But they do not have alim al-ghaib in terms of the ghaib. Yeah. They are given information by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they know that. There are angels who know certain elements of the same event. There are angels who actually have complete opposite information of the same event. So about an event, suppose an event is taking place here, some angels will know part of the information, not the whole information, and some other will know the other part of the information. And we can link it to that. A story, yes? The man who killed 99 people. Because group of angel came, no, he's in Jannah. No, he's in Jahannam. They did not know the reality of it. Same issue, same man, same event, death of this person. But they did not know the end result. Both groups came. So their knowledge is obviously limited, but has huge amount of knowledge what Allah has given. Like Jibreel Islam given information and that bit. So it's up to that. They have the knowledge of certain matters of future as well. They have been given knowledge by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala absolutely to the T or dot, whatever we say. But they do have their own intellect and they reason. What is the proof for that? There's two things we can relate to. Yes, my mother?
This is the time when Allah created Adam and the angels were wondering why that Allah created the jinn, they caused worship.
So we'll go slightly rewind back. Before Allah created humans, He said, I'm thinking to create a creation. Not after creating Adam alayhi salam. I'm thinking to create humans. They said, but Allah, we are worshipping you. You've done jinnat. They're causing fasad and stuff. Is it not? So Allah said, you do not know? Well, I know. And Allah takes pride of these slaves in the Yawm al-Arafah and reminds the angels, you told that they're going to cause problem. Have you seen how they have come? No care of their, styles and everything, disheveled head, clothes, just 2 pieces of cloth, and they have come from near and far. And they're very, very strong one about Jibreel alayhi salam, giving clue here because of the time. Jibreel alayhi salam did something out of his own intellect at the event of Barakallahu feekum. Yeah. Because I teach as well, there's charts and merits. There's lots of brothers today, mashallah, firing. Well done, mashallah. He was putting mud when he was saying La ilaha illallah, when he was dying. Basically, the door of Tawbah is closed. Just in case the rahmah of Allah overtakes and he's forgiven. He thought, no, this guy, I'm gonna. So that reasoning, that the ghaira, that he claimed to be Allah, how dare? This also shows how much Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala merciful is. His mercy and his rahmah is the most predominant attribute over any other attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, his mercy. So, and obviously they're numerous in numbers. We know that, and it will come in the functions as well, in terms of jobs as well. They can take forms. Who knows the name of the Sahabi, which Jibreel alayhi salam took as human form? He would come often. He's known. Then I'm going to ask after which battle and before which battle. So Dihya al-Kalbi radiallahu anhu is a Sahabi. So from Banu Qurayda, when Prophet ﷺ returned, he's about to take his armor off. Jibreel ﷺ came and said, you're taking our armor off, but we angels have not taken the armor off. It also comes now, soldier of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is the first task that we'll talk about. We're going to Bani Mustalik. Yeah. So that's where these amazing stories are so linked in fiqh and other issues. Prophet ﷺ said that, okay, Sahabas, go to Bani Mustalik and do Asr there. That's the story where some companions did Asr on the way when it was time almost going, and some went there and did Asr. Yeah. So when Prophet ﷺ was leaving on the way, he told the Sahabis, have you seen Dihya al-Kalbi walk this way? Means has he already gone? That was angel Jibril alayhi salatu salam. Take, and obviously we know he came to teach your religion, the famous hadith where he came as a traveler, means unknown person, means a traveler. Everybody knows in Medina who's who, but pristine dress, white, no sign of travel, no dust, no sand, nothing. So he must be an angel. So he came as a human. So they can take forms of humans, and they can take forms. They are definitely trustworthy because the Qadr, we just started with Laylatul Qadr. They bring the decree for the next year. They don't share with anyone. But there is an information leak though, and that is linked to a major element in our Aqidah. What and how the information is leaked? Then we go to the tasks, the last section. How is the information leaked from the angels when they are bringing the Qadr for next year? Yeah. You don't get distracted with the shaking of the head of Sheikh here, mashallah. So the first, Jazakallah khair. So the theme is correct in the sense where, you know, when you are coming down, inshallah, they are coming with all the decree. Oh, you know, this is going to happen, and this is going to happen. This is going to happen to this guy. They're chatting, they're talking, they're bringing the decree, and they're going to the face of the earth. The soothsayers and their jinnah, they send to the lowest heaven to hear some of this conversation. They steal one or two. They don't have the whole full information. And then they bring it down and they mix it with the lie. And obviously, it's major kufr, believing in them. Even going there just to check out, not believing in them, is extremely serious. 40 days, nothing's accepted. So what do the angels do when that kind of information stealing is happening? What do the angels do? They pelt with the meteors, yeah. So anybody studied geography, the Earth, it's just amazing how the three planets and the Earth, and there is a belt of meteor around Earth. It's not between Jupiter and, if you look science, I'm sorry to bring that down. It says, the three little planets, and then Earth, and then all the big planets, isn't it? But between them is a whole meteor belt. It's not between Jupiter and Neptune, and it's not between Mars and Venus. It's between Earth and Jupiter. So Earth is surrounded by meteors. Yeah. After that, it's like after Earth, before the next planet, it's no, Mars and between Mars and Earth. Yeah, not Jupiter. Between Mars and Earth. Yeah, there is a meteor layer. Yeah, subhanallah. It's just amazing. And they say it's not compatible. The belt between the small planets and the big planets. Anyway, tasks. We already talked about the soldiers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah, Surah Al-Fath. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that, to Allah belongs to the armies of the heavens and the earth. And these are the angels. Now, when we say one of their tasks is, so that's the battles in the sake of Allah, all of these battles were attended by angels. All of these battles were attended by angels. And they not only help in the battles, they also help in daily life, and we'll come to that. One of the major tasks is bringing messages. Now, what type of information and messages come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with angels other than the kitab? Anyone? It's not just Jibreel Aslam bringing messages. We have two big examples of bringing messages other than the wahi. Yes?
Was it like you asked for an example?
Yeah.
When the angels came to Ibrahim,
About? Yeah, they became they came as guests because on the way to going to Lut alayhi salam, they passed by. Yeah, but he's a prophet. I'm talking about not prophets. That's also not wahi. Yes, but this is part of Quran. It has come in Quran that they have come to Ibrahim alayhi salam. Maryam, there will be a son, but nobody touched me. Allah says, and it will happen. And he will be the slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. She's not a prophet, but this is the message. Hajar, mother of Ismail alayhi salam. Yeah? Be patient. This boy and his father is going to build here. So he's relaxed. He's not abandoned. There will be locality. She got relaxed. Remember, when she was looking for water, I'm cutting the story short, and she heard the digging. And so, hang on a second, somebody's digging. The angel, Jibreel salam, was digging with his wing or his heel. The Zamzam, and then the conversation with mother of Ismail. And not only that, another mother. Look, these messages, other than prophets, most of them are women, they're special women. Mother of Musa alayhi salam. Don't worry, you will be reunited. Chuck, it's okay. Yeah. So these messages are crucial for our, the whole dynamic of the religion, how it spanned out. There's very, very important lessons, and these magnificent women have been honored by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by directly giving information through angels. One thing I forgot to mention, angels have wings. How many wings? Depending on the ranks. There's 2, there's 3. We don't know how. Why is it ordered? Because normally when we think wings, we think like universal, like uniformed. One on this side, one on this side. It's 2, 3, or 4, depending on the rank. And how many wings Jibreel alayhi salam had? 600 wings. Yeah, and it would cover the horizon. How many times Prophet ﷺ saw Jibreel alayhi salam in his full angelic form? Twice. Once in the Makkah, in the valleys, in the horizon, and the other at the advent of at the end of this journey, the night journey, where Sidratul Muntaha was the last stop for Jibreel alayhi salam, and beyond that Prophet ﷺ went, and nobody has gone that close other than Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Blowing the trumpet. What's the name of the angel? When we were little, we were told Israfil. Israfil, from other authentic narrations, as we recall, it's one of the holders of the Arsh. Nufiqa fi sur is the more, just like Malakul Maut, not Azrael. These are from the people of their traditions, from the people of the book. So Nufiqa fi sur is the one who blows the trumpet. He's the most, ready. It's like 100% of the time of his, lifespan. Now that we know, Professor Aslam has said that, he has picked it up. Now he's just waiting for the order to blow. Yeah. So he's ever ready. Whenever Allah says he's going to blow. And there are 2 blows. Yeah. Malakul Maut we mentioned, but Malakul Maut does not come by himself. There is a huge, about a couple of pages of description of the hadith, maybe even more than 2 pages, about the death of the believing soul and the death of an evil soul, how it's taken and how the convoy goes. It's an awesome hadith that in itself probably a whole lecture. The Malakul Maut, Allah said in Quran in Surah Sajda that along with that group, this angel is set over us who will take our souls. Yeah. And it's a specialist job to take, if you pick something, if you do something, to harvest something, to extract something, you need expert, and he is expert. And now if we think logically, we will lose our mind. At this very moment, somebody is dying in UK, somebody is dying in Bangladesh, somebody is dying in Australia. How is he doing it? That's also tells us how fast they are. Remember, Bilqis, his kingdom and the throne came. Throne is not just a chair. This whole thing came. The darbar, the majlis, the whole thing was picked up and then taken with the blink of an eye. They're very, very fast, the angels. So these angels, they are appointed, and this specific angel is appointed to take the soul out, and he takes the soul out. But the remaining and the party, they have either come with, the bandwagon of Jannah, the good news and everything, or comes with the bad news and the scare. At Taif, there was an incident at Taif. From that story, that tells us there's this particular group of angels, there's a task. What can we refer to? Taif, do you remember what happened in Taif? Prophet Sallallahu was mistreated and, pelted and things, and he came back. And then when he was sad and down, what happened?
Was it that the angel that had never come down before came down, or the angel of the mountains?
Mountains. So there are angels who are tasked to manage the mountains. How do we manage, or how do they manage the mountains? These are pegs. It says in Quran, as pegs on the earth to stabilize it. Yeah, these angels are appointed to manage and maintain the mountains. Subhanallah, bihamdi. And that's where the reasoning came as well. If you want, just tell us, we will just put everything upside down, everyone. How dare they do that? Prophet, no, mercy to the mankind. Rahmatul lil alameen. And there are lots of scholars, lots of Islamic icons have come out from Ta'if, mashallah, from the decision and the barakah and the mercy. This is a proof of prophecy as well. He said, maybe there will be people in future who will believe. Munkar and Nakir, questioners in the grave. Questioners in the grave. We already know about that, Munkar and Nakir. Questioners in the grave, when do they start questioning?
When the people, the last person has spoken 40 steps.
40 steps. Jazakallah khair. I'm just giving a little bit basic, when we talk about Yawm al-Akhirah, we will divide the individual Akhirah and, the congregational, the whole Akhirah. Inshallah, we'll talk a bit more details in it. And they do ask questions, those 3 questions. There's no benefit in putting waterproof ink in a water bottle, and because the head is tilted slightly towards the right, the mayyat in the grave, and they put a bottle where it says, ma rabbuka la ilaha illallah ma dinuka, like that, and so that he can answer the questions. So there are people who do that as well. Yeah, they would not live by ma rabbuka or ma dinuka, but they would make sure that the answers. This is the amazing in Islam, that the questions are out, answers out. We just have to perform. There's no other exam. The questions are pre-given, and answers are pre-given. Yeah. Yet, subhanallah, only few. Majority are disbelievers. Names of the angels? Anyone else? Names of the angels? I'm pointing to my shoulders. Ra'ad, correct, is another one at the task. What do they do? What does he do? Sorry, not they. What does he do? They produce thunder. He produces the thunder. He has a whip. He whips the cloud and it produces the thunder, and there's a surah by the name of it, Ra'ad. Kiram and Katibin is on our shoulders. But between them, there is one who has precedence, one who has imarat in terms of leadership between the two. Who's given more responsibility between Kiraman Katibin, the right angel or the left one? Right one. How do we know that, and where do we get this information from? The left one delays it because the right one says don't write. He has that command. So when a believer does good deed, the angel on the right straight away 10 times, because the good deed always 10 times. When a person when a person intends to do good, straight away writes what? One good deed. When he does it, 10 times. When a person intends to do something evil, the left shoulder, the angel on the left shoulder is about to write, but the right one says, no, you're not allowed to write yet. He has not done anything. Wait. So he makes him wait. So he has the command. Yeah. So he waits. You can't say that you don't interfere with my job. I'm writing what he's trying to do. When he does it now, he says, okay, he has done it now, I'm going to write. I say, no, don't write. He might do tawbah. Wait. Yeah. As far as I recall, this is like half a day, there's a chance, 12 hours. If the person has done tawbah, he's done tawbah, you don't write, the right angel writes a good deed. Because tawbah is a good deed. Subhanallah bihamdihi. But if he does it and doesn't do tawbah, yeah, now one bad deed, write it down. Yeah. Allahu Kareem. Subhanallah Rahman Rahim. Angels report back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala regularly. Regularly means what? Fajr and Asr. So daily there is reporting. So this is also another task. They witness good deeds. Yeah. So it's linked. They witness good deeds and they report back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And one of the neglected salah in terms of Jama'ah, mashallah, everybody knows Isha and Fajr, everybody knows those things. But Asr is the one where angels go and take the report. How did you find my sleep? They were praying. Fajr, how did you find? They were praying. Yeah, mashallah. They are not counted as from the neglectful. But weekly, when do they report? Monday and Thursday. That is why Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam likes to be fasting, because he wants his deeds to be presented to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala while he is fasting. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We have a baby here, mashallah, and there's a little one there. Angels have tasks specifically linked to babies. Anybody? Wait. I'll ask the Sheikh. Unborn child, yes. Jazakallah khair. So the Malakul Maut takes the soul, but there are angels appointed to put the soul, blow the soul into the flesh. Yeah. Dot and the mudgha and alaka and everything after the stages, 120 days. The scholars have said, and then the angel brings, and there are 4 information which is put sealed on that. I think we'll deal with that when we talk about qadar, because this is linked to qadar directly, where it's sealed, Sayeid or Shaqi. Not Sayeid, me Sayeid. Sayeid, the happy one, which is a good ending, or Shaqi, the unfortunate one. There are guards. We talked about Malik. Who knows how many guards of hellfire? 19, mashallah tabakal. In which surah? This is good. Level up. Allah specifically said in Quran, 19 angels. And that even intentionally 19 is a test for the disbelievers. Surah Muddathir, yeah? 19 angels, because they say, only 19. It's like, they would be like, we just know all these descriptions, the awesome size, the power and everything. One is enough. 19 angels, yeah? So the fitna of that, like, not taking it like just 19 angels guarding the hellfire, it's not a big deal. It's only a few angels, no. But Allah set that number and Allah declared it is his test for the disbelievers. Do they believe or not? They also guard some other stuff on earth.
That they will be guarding Medina and Mecca at the time of the Dajjal.
Is it will be guarding? They are guarding Makkah and Medina. They are guarding Makkah and Medina. And Dajjal will not be allowed to enter the Makkah and Medina. So they guard towns. They guard like this. And when you, oh, sorry, I just remembered. You said Rayhan. Rayyan is name of a door of Jannah through which people of the fasting will enter. Yeah. So do not know there's any angel whose name is Rayhan. They also guard us. It says in Quran that from front, from in front, from behind, Allah has set angels who guards us. Even when we say that, like, I'm just making it, dramatizing it for sake of really trying to comprehend this. We have like near misses of catastrophes. We think, oh, and we do say genuinely Alhamdulillah and Subhanallah. Allah says, and the scholars have mentioned that the snakes and scorpions and this bala and this musibah, to protect the believers, Allah has angels surrounding them. That's the description mentioned in Surah Ar-Ra'd. In the verse of 11, is appointed to surround and guard the humans even, not just towns. Yeah. We talked about how many angels visit Baytul Ma'mur every day. 70,000. Yeah, Jazakallah khair. 70,000 angels every day. And then the number of angels in the army of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so many. This is one of the examples that is mentioned in our books. 70,000 angels do tawaf and go, and tomorrow there will be new 70,000, and next day the new, and they will never get a turn to come back until day of judgment. That's how many angels Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has. In Quran is also mentioned not just guarding when we will be in the day of judgment, when we will be like waiting. The angels will give us that stability and that good news. And nahnu awliya'ukum fil hayati dunya. Don't worry. We've been close friends. We do not know, close friends with you. Even in dunya, we are with you. Relax. Not to worry. Yeah. So they actually not just guard, they help us as well. They help us in our dunya lifetime. We just have to make our life oriented with the correct aqidah and the manhaj and everything. We will see, suddenly we feel spirited, we feel helped, we feel a mother has come that we were not expecting. Yeah, the angels do help the believers. And when we are saying this gathering that we are talking about, just last two actions that has come on my list. There's more. There are actions and tasks of angels that we do not know. Alim al-ghaybi wa shahad. Is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. He has tasks. Yeah. We don't know what all these angels are doing. Some are always in ruku continuously. For the eternity, they're in ruku. For eternity, they're in sujud, like that in worship. Yeah. In terms of tasks, anybody can link for a student of knowledge. When a person leaves their house for the sake of Allah, what do the angels do? Dua for them, mashallah. Ahead. Okay. Anything else? Wings. So you get wing carpet, not red carpet. The angels put their wings beneath the feet. Can you imagine that honor? It's coming for the sake of Allah to learn. They put their wings beneath the feet. And dua is like every creation, the ants and even the fishes of the sea make dua for that person. Yeah. The honor is just subhanallah. And the last thing I wanted to mention that, when we recite Quran, what do the angels do? They take it from the mouth, literally. When you're saying reciting Quran, they're right in front of your mouth and they take it. And the hadith also says that whatever harms humans, it harms them as well. So we have to always be fresh and, clean and everything. Otherwise, it harms the angels. Yeah. When a believer has done what he has destined to do and has done good by the fadl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala do and say to the angels? This is our final hadith. Allah loves one of his slaves because he's doing the right thing. What does he say to the angels? Yeah? No. Go ahead. Love him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instructs and calls Jibreel, "Oh, Jibreel, I love him, such and such person. So you love him as well." Subhanallah. So angels loving humans is also another attribute. We're finishing with that. Remember at the beginning we said one of the things few people speak about that, loving Allah is Emaan. Loving Prophet Sallallahu is part of Emaan. Loving angels, not many people talk about. We have to love angels as well. Yeah. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instructs that I love him, so you love him as well. So Jibreel alayhi salam loves him. Jibreel alayhi salam then instructs not only that to the other angels that you love the inhabitants of the heaven and the angels, that Allah loves so and so, therefore love him. Do you see how honored Jibreel alayhi salam is? He's not making himself big. I love him, so you love him as well. He says, Allah loves so and so, so you love him as well. Although he's instructed and he loves him as well. He's the leader, isn't it? Cuts him. Allah loves him, so you love him as well. So they love that person, all the angels who's instructed, and then the people afterwards, when they're accepted, like we love Imam Bukhari rahimahullah, we didn't even see him. Yeah, accepted people, and this acceptance is granted on earth because of this love. Yeah, we did not see him. When you look at the book, how it's mentioned, you'll just be in love with this person that Allah's given him this, otherwise we would be lost. Yeah, inshallah. So I think that completes our discussion on the angels, inshallah, and this awesome creation, the creation which are unseen. We hope in the day of judgment, in the qabr, while dying, we will get assistance from them the way we get assistance now, and we don't appreciate it enough, I believe. Inshallah, barakallahu feekum. I think we can have question and discussions after packing up, inshallah. Jazakumullah khaira. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik.